Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior. How y'all doing? I'm okay. It's been a real bad weekend. I've got a bad cold, and it's really made me feel really shitty, to be honest with you. But I mean, not as bad as what normally would happen. And this is kind of like almost like an update for my decompression surgery that I had, the sac decompression I had, where they go in and in your cochlear there's a sac that they can decompress so the fluid will drain. A lot of times they put a shunt in. With me, they didn't. And it helps, and it helps a lot. I really haven't had a bad vertigo attack, or any vertigo, I should say, except for when they did the cochlear surgery a couple of weeks ago for my cochlear implant. I haven't really had any, or if I have, it's been like a couple of seconds. Balance, that's a different story, and today my balance was horrible. But as far as this cold, I might have had a couple of spins, maybe for 30 seconds to a minute. That's it. My ear, which is normally full when I get these colds, my ears fill up. And it's like that for weeks. And I can't get here, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. So, it's still not full on my right side. I don't have my hearing aid there. I don't hear that well anyways, in that ear, but still, there's no buildup. And I can feel all that fluid that builds up, it's draining. It's draining right out of that cochlear, that sac, which is great, because that's what I want. I don't want that major vertigo where I'm down for 4 or 5 hours and all that stuff, or days, because I'm sick. I actually feel like I'm healing better. I feel a lot better tonight than I did yesterday. And even though today all I did was I rested, I didn't do much. I slept like 2 hours this afternoon. I passed out on the couch last night on the recliner, probably about 10, and I think I woke up at 7 this morning. Which is fine. My wife, I think she prefers it because I'm not snoring in her face. So I think she kind of prefers it a little bit. She doesn't get mad about it. She did in the beginning. Now she's like, this is kind of nice. But yeah, normally it's horrible and I can't hear, and I'm vertigo and I'm wicked dizzy. I mean, I'm dizzy. I mean, I got balance. I mean, this morning was kind of weird because I just kept going off to the left, even with my eyes open. Now, I normally would do that with my eyes closed. I would go to the left or I'd go to the right, walking with my eyes closed. My eyes are open and I just kept going to the left. I just kept going like that. To the point where I have to keep checking myself. After I slept, I was better, but I did nothing. I just rested, because that's what we should do when we're sick. It's just rest and let it go, But yeah, yesterday I did push myself, and I really felt awful yesterday, really bad. But I had pushed myself because I just did not know how I was going to feel this morning. I hate doing live stream from Mass. I hate it. Because there's always 1 or 2 chuckleheads that have to sit like right in front of the camera. I have to tell them to move. Then they give me crap because I asked them to move. And I'm like, I'm recording Mass and I'm live streaming Mass. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they move like 2 inches to the right instead of getting up and going into another pew. So I really didn't want to deal with it this morning. I didn't know how I was going to feel. So I pushed myself. And surprisingly, I didn't pay for it today. I feel okay. So normally after cold, I don't feel that great. I'm not even up to make a video. I'm probably in bed right now, taking a rescue med, and it was none of that. So if there's another reason to to have that sac decompression surgery, that could be another turning point where you might get colds. When you get colds, they're bad, okay? And your ears fill up and all this stuff. There might be another reason for you to think about it. You're not going to have that vertigo. You're not going to have that rupture in your cochlear and cause the vertigo because the fluid's going to be draining. Okay? And you're not going to have that hearing loss because the fluid's going to be draining and not bursting and landing on the nerves and destroying the nerve. So that's it for this video. I just thought, I'd make a quick video saying, hey, how, having this cold hasn't been this bad this time as normal. And this is like the first cold I've really had since I had the surgery, the sac decompression surgery in May. So moving on, we're gonna keep going. Just a little update, because I do know some people are thinking about surgeries or talking to the doctors about surgeries. So this one so far has been pretty good for me. I'm almost 4 months into it, and it's been pretty good. I can't complain too much about it. Cochlear, everybody still sounds like robots, but the words are getting clearer. Some sounds are getting clearer. I go this week for hopefully another adjustment and meeting with Advanced Bionics, so hopefully they can clear that up a little bit. I guess Advanced Bionics said they might be able to. So to help it sound a little better. And that's it. Hope you guys all have a great night and a great day, and be spin free. Talk to you all later.